throw away the boring old market updates that mostly everybody uses. We're going to show you guys how to liven up your market updates and crunch down that time that it takes to actually create them using ChatGPT. There's going to be some simple prompts that we use in this that we're also going to put in the description. So make sure you check out those prompts. It'll make your life a heck of a lot easier. So what we're going to do is in less than 30 minutes, I'm going to show you guys how to do your market updates, create your blogs, write your emails, and posts using ChatGPT. And like we said, we're going to spice it up a bit, bring it to life, and actually make it entertaining. Make sure you like and subscribe and comment below with your thoughts.
AI for real estate agents.
So when you open up market updates, I'm going to show you guys something first. Share my entire screen. I'm going to show you guys what I am using here. All right, here we go. APR 24 Buzz. I'll show you guys what I am using in here. This is all I'm using, family. Ohio local MLS, April. It's a sheet, right? They send you all the information. This is what I'm using when I upload my file. So in order to do what I'm about to show you, just have to have a sheet somewhat similar to this that has all of your numbers, right? Does just about everybody have a sheet like this? But like these are the numbers that I'm going to show you how to do all this with, right? And you can do it for any of your numbers. I just wanted to show you before I upload a file. All right, so I'm going to stop my share. All right, so here we go, family. What you need for this is just to understand one thing. This button, attach file, right? So you're going to see this button right here, attach file. You're going to click this and upload your market up, like your numbers into here. All right? So you're going to upload your numbers. And here's the cool part about ChatGPT. At this point, you just need to tell it exactly what you want from this. So all I have to do is create me a graph that shows the dollar volume from Cleveland, Cincinnati, and Columbus. So this is where, to create a market update, numbers you want it to pull from the chart. You don't want to pull all the areas. You don't want to pull all the numbers because your graph's going to be all over the place, right? Pull one stat in the areas that you want. Does this part make sense? Can you put make sense in the chat before I move on? Because it's really simple, guys. So I just want to make sure that each step that you guys are following along, each step of the way, makes sense. So yes, so like essentially, you can make this for any part of this sheets. No matter what area, what location, different graphs. So what I'm going to do is just create me a graph using the dollar volume from Cleveland, Cincinnati, and Columbus. And then I am going to hit enter. So what it's going to do now, it's going to read the documents. It's going to analyze the documents. And what it's going to do for me is simply, it's going to create me a graph. Yes, so now in the new ChatGPT, it can create graphs based on numbers and information. So it can create graphs, it can create information, and we can get more in depth and talk, say, do 2023 compared to 2024. Give me a comparative graph. For the sake of this video, what I just wanted to show you guys is this is how you can interact with the graph. I'm not really saying the graph is what you take from this. It helps ChatGPT conceptualize the numbers and information better. All right? So right now, you can take your numbers and then tell it to create any graph that you want. For the sake of this video, I said choose the dollar volume for these three areas. Here is where it gets fun. And I'm going to send you guys are going to get these prompts after I'm done here too, just so you know. Based on the graph above, create me a market update blog for sellers. Key phrases here. Explain what it means for sellers at a 4th grade level. All right, so before I move on, why do we do it this way? First, I reference the show Friends. We've all kind of seen the show Friends, right? So if you guys haven't seen the show Friends, there's this guy, Joey, on Friends. He's not the smartest guy in the world, right? So this guy comes to sell Joey almanacs one day. And he's like, hey, have you ever been in a room where everybody's talking about something and you have no idea what they're talking about? So you just smile and nod. And it does all these flashbacks of Joey just smiling and nodding in all these rooms. This is what most people do when you send them a market update. Check out the buyers numbers. Like absorption rate is up 20%. They're like, what the fuck? Like, what does that mean? They have no idea what those things mean. I'd even bet a lot of real estate agents don't really know what a lot of those terms mean, right? You talk to enough of them, you're like, how do you even have a license? But anyways, when you create your market updates, this is a key phrase. Explain what it means for sellers at a 4th grade level. Because if you are the agent that makes real estate make sense, you'll be the one that they reach out to, right? So first, based on the graphic above, create me a market update blog for sellers. Explain what it means for sellers at a 4th grade level. And here's where you can have some fun with it. Use humor. I always recommend to use humor. It will be the corniest humor, but that stuff works. If you can get people to smile when they're reading your copy, that's what it's all about. And if you want bonus points here, use humor and make fun of the Browns, because that's what everybody in Cleveland loves to do, right? So if you can use humor and talk about the changing of seasons, use humor and talk about something specific to your community and make fun of the Browns. Here we go. Market update for sellers. How's the market shaking up? Hey, Cleveland sellers, Cincinnati and Columbus too, buckle up. The real estate market is looking like it just won the Super Bowl, unlike our Browns, but more on that later, right? Here's what's happening in real simple terms. Cleveland, Cincinnati, and Columbus are doing great in the real estate this year. If you look at the dollar volume, that's fancy talk for how much money in real estate is making in each city. It even tells them what dollar volume is, right? Here's how it breaks down. Cleveland, Cincinnati, and Ohio. What does this mean for you as a seller? It means that you're thinking about selling your home in one of these cities. Now's a great time. Buyers are out there and money's spent. And homes are moving off the market fast, and the Browns blow a lead in the 4th quarter. Too soon? Right? So, again, don't make fun of the Browns if you're not from Cleveland, unless you're in Pittsburgh. Maybe that'll work for you in Pittsburgh, right? But this is where use humor is always great. But it goes through it and explains exactly what the market means and puts it in a way that is, keyword, entertaining. All right? Before I move on, does this part make sense? So then you go through and you say, now create me a blog post. Explain what it means for either sellers or buyers at a 4th grade level and use humor. And now you have a market update that people were more likely to read because it makes sense. Then here's where it gets fun. Now take this blog post and write me an email to go out to my database. I want to get as many opens as I can. Let's see what I get. Again, very simple. Then you can send out the same thing out in an email. See, this is me. My ChatGPT always uses this, and then it always has a PS at the end. I trained it how to do that. But really simple email. You take the same blog post, and now you send it out as an email. And then, here we go. Can you make an eye-catching flag? Let's just see what it comes up with. I'm just curious. I don't recommend this. I'm just curious. I want to see what because they updated their picture and their image features. So I'm just curious. Let's see what happens here, family.
Nick, I've noticed that as of late, after you get done putting in your prompt and it gets done spitting out the numbers, what you clicked, that create flyer, that's new stuff from the last time. This is new.
That's actually not bad either. It's not bad. Krem Institute. And the spelling looks like it's actually right now. Or close. Billion souls sales. Again, try it out. But now create me a Facebook post based on the blog above. Double space the lines. sense. Here we go. And again, use humor. It's corny humor, but shit works. All right? Make the post a little longer, because I like it being a little bit longer than that. Let's see what it comes up with. Yep, not leading, fourth quarter. All of a sudden, your market update actually means something to the people, because it's not just, here are the numbers. Let me know if you're looking to sell. Because here's the thing. If the numbers don't mean anything to people, then they won't make a decision. Very simple rule of marketing. Confused people don't buy. Right? Confused people don't buy. So now you can take this, use the same boring numbers your MLS sends you, create a graph, create a blog post that explains it at a fourth grade level, then creates logs, emails, and posts for you. Let's come back here. I'm going to upload this again. APR. Let's say, create me a graph using the sales volume for, I think Sandusky was one of them, Cleveland, and Cuyahoga. No, we'll go with those three. Let's see what it comes up with. So now we're just going to do the same thing. I just want to show you guys how this a slight difference can mean for you guys. So it's analyzing. It's going to create me a graph. Sales volume. See, Sandusky isn't that big. So now we have this graph, and if I want, I can change colors, all those things. Let's see. If I want to do this for buyers, let me ask Wendy. Wendy, if I want to create now a blog post for buyers, what's the word you think I would change?
In your previous prompt?
Yeah, instead of sellers.
Instead of sellers, you'd say buyers.
Wow, Wendy, you're a genius. Yeah, right.
Yay.
So based on the graph above, now create me a blog post for buyers. Explain what the numbers mean for buyers at a fourth grade level. Use humor and talk about the Buckeyes being good. So that's just, again, I like doing things that are relevant to the community. Buckeyes fans, listen up. Here we go. Here's the scoop. You see those big numbers in the graph above? Don't worry, you don't need a math degree to understand this. Think of it like this. Those numbers show how much money people are spending to buy homes in each place. Sandusky, it's like your favorite little cousin that's growing up fast. People are spending more here, but it's still got that small town vibe. Good news for you. You might be able to score a deal before everyone else catches on. How much more sense does that make for you guys? Right? You take the same numbers that you get every single month, and now we're creating graphics. So what does this mean for you? Well, if you're thinking about buying a home, these places are hot markets. But don't worry, you don't need to rush to buy a home faster than a Buckeye touchdown, but close. There are plenty of great homes out there, and the sooner you jump in, the better your chances. Remember, just like the Buckeyes always bring their A game, you can bring yours to the home buying process. Find a good agent, know what that you want, and you'll be celebrating your new home like a victory at the horseshoe. And again, then you can say, now change the Buckeyes for just humor. Let's see what it just comes up with. Future home buyers, no calculators needed. It's like a new pizza place in town. People are starting to notice and sales are heating up. You can grab a slice before the line gets long. So if you're looking to buy a home here, you're in luck. Just don't wait too long or you'll be stuck with the anchovies. Homes are selling fast, like those limited edition speakers. So like you can say, just use humor and it will come up with things for you here. And if you have specific things about your brand, you can do that too. Again, the more you can make it just topical to your community, the better. And then same thing. Now write me an email to go out to my database and inform them about the market. There we go. And if you're feeling frisky, you can say this. Now make it a little edgy. Let's see what it comes up with. I always like edgy. Bottom line, if you're looking to buy or sell, that is the moment to make your decision. Don't sit back and watch while others lock down the deals you could have. This market waits for no one.
If you're a real estate agent and don't want to get left behind with all of these AI updates, guys, you're in the right place because we created the world's very first AI certified agent. We have an entire AI institute dedicated to the real estate industry. We have a top custom GPT in the ChatGPT store just for the real estate industry. All you got to do is check out some of the links in the description below. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. And if you're still here, go ahead and check out one of the other videos that we just shot.